Alrighty, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kendra. I'm one of the marketers for OVC, and today I'm going to touch base on all you need to know regarding our international hospitality internships, plus a little bit of our insight with our upcoming 2026 positions. Without further ado, let's get started. So who is OVC? Just a little bit of a backstory. So we formally are known as the largest international gap year organization, currently based in South Africa and also operating remotely throughout the country of Namibia. We have 15 branches here in SA. All right, so we are across the country, as well as, like I said, we do operate remotely throughout the country of Namibia. Just in case any of you are scared that I'm going to human traffic you or OVC is going to sell your body parts, we're not going to do that, okay? We have been operating for 75 years this year. If you guys want our full company profile, do reach out to your OVC consultant in case, you might want to do a little background check about us, or your family members want to do a background check on us. Just reach out. We'll be able to send that to you. Okay, so I promise you, you guys are in safe hands when it comes to OVC. So what we're going to be discussing today is the destinations, so locations you can go to, the duration of each internships, what you need in order to qualify to do our internships, as well as your program fees. I'm sorry we can't send you guys overseas for free, as well as the benefits to you guys, and so much more, okay? So moving forward, our first destination is one of my favorite internship destinations that we offer. We refer to this as our RMC internship. It is throughout the Middle East and Asia. A lot of people are super excited to go here. So if any of these destinations are the ones you want, just reach out to us and we will be able to place you here. Okay, so where can you go? All right, so we have a lot of countries within this internship for you to choose from. It's also our most flexible and our most understanding and open internship to any nationality that comes to OVC. So these are our destinations that we offer. They are absolutely to die for. All right, so we have your Asian countries such as Thailand and Vietnam. We also have Singapore. I did list Singapore twice. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I list Singapore twice, but we have Singapore. As you can see, it's listed twice. We have the UAE. So throughout the UAE, we have Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Oman, and Qatar for you to choose from. I know a lot of people on here want to go to Dubai. We do offer it. And if any of you love the beach, love the ocean, we do also have the Maldives available. Stunning destination for you guys to go work in. Okay, so you can pick any one of these destinations. If there's a destination that's not listed here today, maybe just wait until the 2026 season. We will get word if we have new destinations opening, but these are our primary and secondary destinations that we offer throughout this internship. How to qualify for the program? A lot of you online with me today do all qualify for either of our internships, but just to touch base for the people online on Facebook, number one, you need to have good English speaking ability skills. So you don't need to completely be fluent in English, but your English levels do need to be good enough so that obviously within interviewing, within working in the workplace, people do understand you. You also need a clear criminal record. If you don't have one, please don't go get a criminal record, okay? Or else that immediately disqualifies you from our internship. Also, you need to have no history or presence of substance abuse. They are quite strict on that. You must have a valid passport. Why I love this internship so much, it's because it is not as restricting as the US internship. So whether you are Namibian, South African, Zimbabwean, Botswanian, whatever African nationality you are, they are more than open to taking you. Okay. You must be fit and healthy, good overall health. So if you guys have any chronic meds that you take on a daily basis, Just disclose that privately to your OVC consultants. It's not an absolute train smash. If you guys do take chronic meds, we just need to be made aware of it, as well as so we can tell our partners as well. Then you must be 18 years and older. So this internship is pretty flexible. It can go up to about 35, 36 years old. Also, depending on your age, if you're a little bit older than that, we just need to check on your recent qualification. Now, this internship, you either must, number one, be a currently enrolled tertiary student. So there are many, many fields you can study that will be accepted onto this internship, but two of the main criteria, one, you must be a current student, or you need to apply for this internship within 2 years of your graduation. Now, if some of you here have, let's say, graduated more than 2 years ago, you will need 1 year's work experience on top of that. However, let's say some of you graduated a long time ago. It's very simple. All you need to go is do what we call a top-up short course. So go do a short, it can be an online course or an in-person course at a valid institution in any of the fields that I'll state shortly, and then you are able to qualify. Okay. Then within this internship, we also do have a separate sector for positions, which is the management training position. For this, it does get a little bit complicated, so not everyone can apply for this specific role, but basically you must be a current tertiary student, but they are only accepting your higher qualifications. So your bachelor's degree, postgraduate degree, honors degree, master's degree, they want degree holders for the management training position. Plus, you must have a minimum of 12 months work experience on top of the senior level qualification to enter the management training. But if you guys are online with me today, just have a certificate, a diploma, still fine. You just won't be considered for the management training side of it. Right. Positions, like I said, we recruit a lot of positions for this. So our main positions that we are looking for is culinary and pastry. We have front of house, so your front office reservations, food and beverage, bar, so if any of your bartenders, you qualify, as well as recreation and leisure. Then if some of you online today have studied this, or you have friends that have studied this, they are welcome to apply. We also have additional positions such as guest relations, marketing, spa and wellness, finance, and HR. Okay, so any one of these positions, you've studied it, you're in. Okay, what's in it for you? Now, obviously, with OVC, you do pay quite a high amount of money to go on our internships because we obviously want you to put you on a safe and secure and obviously a legal internship where it's completely legal and the processes are done properly. But you also probably want to know what's in it for you. Okay, so really nice thing about this internship, you won't get paid as much as the American internship. However, you have slim to no monthly expenses on your internship. Your accommodation on your internship is provided to you and you don't need to pay for it. All right? Whether it be hotel accommodation, staff accommodation, or shared accommodation, it is provided to you. All right, so that's off your monthly expense list. You don't need to budget for your housing. Local transport, which is really nice as well. They provide you transport to and from work every single day on your internship. So you won't need to pay for your accommodation and your transport. On-duty meals are provided on both of our internships. So depending how long your shifts are, they do provide you either breakfast and lunch, lunch and dinner, however it works. Your meals on shift are provided to you. Tips and service charges are also provided, so you guys will get tipped on your internship. Yay. Group insurance is also provided to you. So generally what happens, you will need to take out full comprehensive medical insurance. You pay a fee, and then usually what happens is either you get on your internship and they reimburse you, or you pay that once-off fee and they will continue paying your medical insurance for you. They also give you access to the hotel clinics and stuff. So if you're on shift and you get sick, you have access to facilities. Your work permit or visa is provided to you by our partners. They arrange it on their behalf. If they don't, we will then step in, okay, and we'll do it for you. Your salary, which is what we call a stipend, it ranges from minimum 300 US dollars. It can be higher. It just does depend on the specific employer you're going to work for. Now, I know not like $300 doesn't seem like a lot to you guys, but think about it. If you're working here in your home country in a normal culinary position, what do you have to pay every month? Your rent, your food, your transport, tax, water, lights, electricity. On your internship, you do not have to pay for that. So that money that gets paid to you, your stipend, is fully yours to do with whatever you want. You can save it or spend it on traveling, buy souvenirs, anything like that. But what I love about this internship the most is that if you arrive on your internship and months down the line, you perform exceptionally well, the host company that you work for is allowed to permanently hire you on board and as a permanent staff member. So you could be permanently hired. It all depends on how well you obviously perform on your internship. So that's really, really cool. I know of 2 of our clients this year alone from Pretoria were permanently hired. One was permanently hired in Thailand, and the other girl was permanently hired in Dubai. Okay. So, guys, if they can do it, you can do it. All right. Before I move on, I did have a lot more people join me online on Zoom. If you haven't submitted your name and your surname in the chat box, please do, just so we can reach out and assist you further if you guys have any questions or you want the company profile or anything like that. Okay. Now moving on to the fees. I know it looks like a lot of money. Okay. I know. All right. But I'm going to break it down for you. These fees are not paid at once. Okay, the bottom, the total 60,000, it is not paid at one time. So to get the process started, it's very simple. You will complete an online application and we will then submit it to our partners. What then happens is you get put forward for a pre-screen interview with our partner, RMC. Then after you've done the pre-screen interview and our partners feel like they can place you and you are a good candidate, then you are accepted into the program and your admin fee is applicable of 9950. All right. Then they put you forward to interview with host companies that you can potentially work for. Once you are hired by a host company, is when your program fee is liable. It is 1,150 euros. Okay. Then when we've got all your formal documentation, everything sorted, we then do your health insurance. It starts from 2,090 Rand. Always refer back to our brochure. Number 1, it does explain how the costs are paid in full detail, as well as the stages. Okay. And then once we've done everything, your visa is confirmed on the partner's end, placements confirmed, documentation's confirmed, insurance is confirmed. We then will book your flights, which do vary anywhere from 10,000 to 18,000 Rand, depending on the destination you go to. We book your flights and then you take spending money with you. Okay. So spending money ranges from 500 to 800 US dollars. Why do you take spending money? It's basically, think of it as emergency finances in case you need it. All right. So that money is to get you through your first month of working before you get paid your first salary. And then on top of that, if your flight gets delayed somewhere, you might want to buy food or book a night in somewhere if your layover flight's that long. It's just there so you have access to finances. All right. So this internship is 60,000 Rand. You need to have 80% of the overall fees to apply. So if it's 60,000, you need 40,000 to apply. All right. It just makes the process a lot smoother for you, a lot smoother for us, and a lot smoother for our partners. Okay. Nice little fun fact. This lady on the right-hand side, her name is Babalwa. She's actually from Pretoria. She was one of our girls that was permanently hired in Doha in the Middle East. She actually did our American internship first, and she loved the experience and she loved OVC so much. She came back. She did the Middle East and Asia, and now she permanently lives in the Middle East. All right. So just always remember, if Babalwa can do it, you can do it. If you want to go check out her testimonial, it is on our social media. She speaks openly and honestly. So go check what she has to say. Now moving on to our second internship, which is Destination America. All right. These are for my people who have always dreamed on visiting America. This one's for you. All right. So locations, we have placements throughout every single state in the United States, excluding the separate ones that have now recently been removed, which is Hawaii and Puerto Rico. Okay. So if you want to work in a specific state within the US, you can come to us and you can ask us. We will just need to see if there are positions available in your field in those specific states. Okay. How to qualify for our internship? Like I said, all of you online with me on Zoom today, probably most likely 100% qualify. Some of you online with Facebook with me today, just touch base again on the requirements. But for this internship, we accept ages 19 to 35 years old, inclusive. So it does depend on your qualifications or your work experience is where we can judge if we can accept you on our internship. You must have a valid passport. Unfortunately, at this current moment, our American internship partners are only accepting South African and Namibian passport holders. Reason why? There has been a lot of controversy within the United States US Embassy. So we have recently picked up that there are very high visa denials for other African nationalities. That's why, unfortunately, we won't put you forward for the US internship. We'll put you forward for the Middle East and Asia internship. Okay. Main requirements for USA. You must be a current student or a recent graduate within 1 year. If you graduated more than a year ago, you need 1 year's experience plus your qualification. All right. Now, for some of you online with me today, probably haven't studied in hospitality, but you have 5 years work experience. If your work experience is valid and you have valid work references, you will still be able to qualify for this internship. Positions that we mainly recruit for is culinary and pastry, front office reservations or operations, as well as food and beverage. Your program length is 12 full months. After the 12th month, you have what we call a 30-day grace period. This pertains according to your visa. So you work 12 months, and then at the end of the 12 months, you can take a few days, a few weeks, or 29 days to travel throughout the US before you come back home. Our internships are not guaranteed lifetime jobs. Please always remember that. They are called internships for a reason. Yes, with Middle East and Asia, you might have the possibility to be formally hired depending on performance. Unfortunately, with the US, you work 12 months and you come back home. All right. There is no possibility to be formally hired. Our industry partners, we have tons of industry partners within the USA as well as host companies. So think of your big names like your Marriott hotels, your Hilton hotels, the Kalahari Resort, which is what I'll touch base on very soon. On our internships, because you guys pay a lot of money, I'm not going to go and place you, no offense, to work on a KFC or in a KFC in America. Okay. We place you in 4 to 5-star resorts and hotels. Why? Because after your internship, when you've completed it, you get an international work reference that is up to 4 to 5-star standards. Okay. Guaranteed. You can be placed with friends. So We will just see if there's multiple positions open. But a nice thing is with our American internship, you do have monthly expenses. So if you get placed with friends, you guys can split the monthly expenses. There are many styles you can be placed in, and it's completely up to you and the style you want to be placed in as well. You can be placed in corporate, leisure, destination, family, golf, beach, and more. So if you want to work more corporate style, you can. If you want to go work on a beach, we'll put you in Hawaii or in Florida. Okay. So it's up to you and the type of style you want to work in. Getting hired for any one of our internships, guys, you have to have the right attitude. I've seen it firsthand with our internship partners. When you interview, if you don't have the right attitude, you're not enthusiastic about working in the hospitality industry, you're not enthusiastic about interviewing or going to go on the internship, they will not hire you. And I guarantee you that. All right. So you always need to make sure you have the right attitude. You do need to be independent, although the internships are designed for you to gain independence by working on your own in a foreign country and living on your own in a foreign country. Now, along that, communication, punctuality, and teamwork go hand in hand. A lot of my chefs online with me today, I'm sure a lot of you work with other chefs in the kitchen. So you guys need to know how to work within a team. On top of that, you need to know how to communicate effectively within your team. Punctuality is also extremely important. Although it is an internship, guys, please remember that they are paying you a monthly stipend. So just like any job out there, if you are late for work day after day after day after day, unfortunately, you will have grounds to be fired. So just make sure you're on time for work. With our internships, not only is it an internship, you're getting that international work experience, you're getting that international work reference. It's a cultural awareness program as well as a cultural exchange program. So not only are you going there to learn about their culture and their hospitality industry, you're going there to educate them about ours, okay? You are representing your home country as well. Remember that you're representing South Africa or Namibia or whatever country you're from. So make sure you do your country proud. Also, a little side note, please, if you guys go to America, hey, please educate them that we don't go to school on giraffes and stuff. Some of them believe that. Okay. A bonus is if you guys have any work experience. Whether it's you did practical training or work integrated learning in your studies, counts as work experience regardless if you were paid or not. So a bonus is any work experience. We're not saying you guys won't be accepted on our internships if you don't have work experience. It's just a bonus. Okay. Your internship life within the US roughly looks like this. You work about 32 to 40 hours a week. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen someone work over 40 hours a week, but I have seen someone work 40. I've just never seen over. Typically, it's about 32 hours a week, and you get provided what we call a training phase. It applies to your work contract. It will outline all the different phases that you're going to be trained on and you work within on your internship. So think of it as like your contract. On your internships, you will get off days, off time. So guys, do go out, build a new social life, go network, go experience, go see New York City. Everyone wants to go there, New York. So you do get off time. Stipends do vary for the US. It can be as little as 11 US dollars an hour, up to 25 US dollars an hour, depending on your qualification and depending on your work experience, all right? But I can tell you, it's a lot more than what you get paid now in your home country. So it is also an internship, so you will be assessed on your internship. So if you are lacking in certain areas, they're going to tell you and they're going to help you improve in those areas. If you excel in certain areas, you can be rewarded. I have seen a lot of my interns on the internship get Employee of the Month certificates verified by the host company they work for, and it's really nice because you can put that in your CV as well. Make sure you do go on our social media. I am posting a lot of testimonials. Okay, I personally reach out to the clients, all right? They openly and honestly give me feedback on their internships, so make sure you go and watch them. How you get supported on your internship? Your travel insurance for the US is completely free. What travel insurance means is at any point on your internship, you are admitted into a US hospital. Maybe you're a chef and you cut off a finger. It happens. Maybe you get a major life-threatening illness, you're in an accident or any type of thing like that, God forbid, and you get admitted into hospital, your full hospital bills are paid for. But bearing in mind, if you get something like a cold or a flu, you're getting paid a monthly stipend, you can go get the meds yourself. In order to work and live within the United States legally, you need what we call a visa and a service document. So we assist you with the visa process. You go on the J1 visa. It's a cultural exchange visa. We do the whole process for you. Please don't be worried about the visa and please do not do it on your own. We are here to make your life easy. We are here to do your visa for you. On your internship, you will need to do what we call monthly service check-ins. What this is, we do give you a step-by-step. What the monthly service check-in means, you are basically informing the Department of State, the US government, that you are still legally working on your internship and that you have not abandoned it and now you are classified as an illegal immigrant within the United States. Okay. We do monitor service check-ins. So if we see you've missed quite a few, we will reach out, we'll warn you. Unfortunately, if you've missed a lot of check-ins, you get the final warning. If a check-in isn't made, your internship is terminated and you are sent home. Like I said, I don't place you in any random dodgy places to work, so we carefully source and screen our host companies and our partners in the US source and screen housing options for you that are safe, secure, and hygienic for you to live in. And usually they're about walking distance, bicycle ride, bus ride from your workplace. Culture activities are arranged for you guys free of charge in country, as well as you will have our partners, their reps in country with you to assist you if anything does go wrong. Okay, so I'm not going to place you in a first world country and leave you to fend for yourself. Doesn't work like that. Okay. Your living expenses. Now, you see, I did mention earlier with Middle East and Asia, you hardly have any living expenses. America, you do have living expenses. That's why your salary is a lot higher compared to Middle East and Asia. You will need to budget for your monthly groceries, your transport to and from work, your utilities, so your water and your lights, as well as housing. You will need to pay your housing, so basically your rent, and then tax. You are legally working on your internship, so you are compelled to pay tax. Don't worry, we do have a partner that is an international tax company. Upon arriving back home after your internship, you are allowed to claim your tax back. Now, another living expense is your program fee, and I'll explain it because it forms part of the program fees. All right. So this internship is 10,000 Rand more expensive than the Middle East and Asia internship. But basically, this is the breakdown of the fees. So first, to apply for the program, you will submit your application. And when your application is accepted, you pay an application fee of 9,950. All right. Then you get put forward for interviewing. Only when you are matched with a host company is when your program fee is liable, exactly like Middle East and Asia. Now, the program fee varies. The full program fee is actually 2,400 US dollars in full. But if you pay all the fees on the screen, so your spending money, your flights, your visa and service, and your application fee, plus the 2,400 US dollar program fee, your internship is nowhere near 70,000 Rand. Your internship is over 100,000 Rand. Now, please don't leave my presentation, okay? I know no one has 100,000 Rand, okay? So we have actually given you an option. You're more than welcome to pay it in full, or what you do, you pay your application fee. When you're hired by a host company, you can pay 800 US dollars of the program fee here in South Africa, And then on your internship, you have 8 months to pay back the remaining balance of 1,600 US dollars. That will then amount to 2,400 US dollars. Then, when your contract and all your legal documentation is sorted and we have received it, we will do your visa application and your service payment. Your visa fee is 185 US dollars and your service payment is $220. Your flights vary anywhere from 10 to 20,000 Rand, depending on the state you're flying to. And then your spending money is 1,000 to 1,500 US dollars. Typically, America pays their interns on a 2-week rotational basis. So your spending money is for you to pay for rent, food, utilities, transport, that first 2-week period before you get your first salary. Okay, so you're looking at a total of 70,000 Rand if you're using the option that has the 800 US dollar program fee. If you want to pay the program fee in full, the 2-4, you're looking at probably over 100,000. Okay. Applications, our applications don't close. Okay, they only close when our offices close for the festive season. So you can apply anytime throughout the year. From the time you start your application to the day you get on a plane is a 3 to 6 month processing time. Okay, so the overall fees of your internship, remember, are not paid on one day. They paid over 1 to 6 months because processing time for your entire journey to get overseas is 3 to 6 months. You complete your application, you have your interview, you get hired, we apply for your visa, you get it approved, we book your flights, and then you go. Okay, so that is the American internship. Now, a special announcement. I don't know if any of you have seen this, okay? But we're already recruiting for March 2026 start dates. And the best time to apply is right now. So we are recruiting for the Kalahari Resort and Convention Centers. Who is the Kalahari Resort? The Kalahari Resort is one of my favorite American-based resorts that we offer because it's an African-based themed resort. It feels exactly like home. So if you're ever scared you're going to get homesick, it feels exactly like home. What has happened is that they have 4 properties, and the owners of the properties have actually come to Africa and got artifacts and decor, and they have decorated their resorts to be African themed, okay? And it's really nice. It feels like home. So start dates anytime in March. That's when they're looking for you to come. Salary is quite nice. It's anywhere from 14 US dollars to 16 US dollars per hour. Positions, they are dying to recruit positions for culinary, pastry, food and beverage, and front desk operations. They have very, very limited positions. So guys, if you want to go work in the USA and you want to work at Kalahari, make sure you need to apply as soon as possible so you can arrive in March. The 4 properties they have, this is the first one. It's called the Kalahari Resort Poconos Mountains. It's based in Pennsylvania. It's one of the states. As you can see on the screen, this is exactly where you will go work. Guys, it is huge. All of their resorts are huge. They're absolutely beautiful. Second property they have is Round Rock, Texas. So if you want to go get the cowboy feeling, you can go to the Round Rock, Texas property. These properties are super, super full throughout the year. Moving on, third property is the Sandusky Resort. It's based in Ohio. I mean, guys, look how insane this place looks. It literally looks like they came to Africa and took one of our elephants there and put it there. And then the final property is the Wisconsin Dells property in Wisconsin. As you can see, very African-based themed. Kind of feels like home, except it's very far away from home. So they have very, very limited positions available. If you want to go work at Kalahari, do reach out to us. I will let your OVC consultants know that you guys attended today. They'll reach out to you. And then also keep your eyes peeled on our social media. We have gotten a lot more US resorts and hotels that we're promoting for that I'm currently working on. Really, really nice. Tons of positions opening up soon in Texas, throughout Texas. So that's quite nice. And then I also saw one this morning in Indianapolis, in the state of Indianapolis. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see each and every one of you go overseas through OVC very, very soon.